Hey, it's Heather here. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot today's video. If you've ever watched any of my videos before or whatever, I'm doing one video every day for a year up until October, or, well, the last day of September, because that's something that I promised myself I was gonna do because, like, I'm battling depression, all kinds of shit going on, and just, yeah, to kind of keep a little bit of sanity intact, I reckon. Oh, God, don't. Anymore. This could go on for a minute. I slept on the couch. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck it up. No, please don't if you heard that. But anyways, damn. My anxiety, I guess, is kind of through the roof, like a little bit more than typical for me. Like, usually, my anxiety never gets bad. Like, that's the reason it's not even, like, really an issue of me. I'm not somebody that has that, but I still get kind of tizzied, I guess you'd say, or something. But, and today, just waking up and all kinds of shit and everything. My mind's in 50 million places. Obviously it was yesterday too, because I couldn't even keep, like, one train of thought. It seemed like whenever I watched the video back, I was like, shit, I'd start to say that and then I'd go off on something else, which I do that in my videos anyways, because I shoot them random. I don't sit here, and write something out or anything, and I was gonna do that originally, like, whenever I first started. I was like, I'm gonna write down one topic and write down a few ideas off of it, and, and just, like, read it right before I shoot the video and stay focused, and talk about that one thing. But I was like, fuck, that's not me. And that's the thing, is, like, I want to be as legit as I am and everything. And then, like, even that, used to, I would shoot my videos, like, sitting on my couch, walking around, doing whatever. And now I sit in front of my entertainment center shooting them and everything, because I want it to look a little bit better and not as crazy in the background when we walking around and shit. But eventually, when I get a vehicle and stuff, I mean, I might do vlogs where, like, you're out with me, or whatever, and things like that, but I don't even know if I'll do that. I might still just stick to this, and then I'm supposed to be moving whenever my lease is up, so that's going to be a process to be going through while doing this, while staying true to this, while making these, and then I don't know where I'm going to be moving to, or anything like that. So it's all just a toss-up, I guess. And then, because it's the 24th, so it's Christmas Eve, and I typically put up Christmas lights, I was like, fuck, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to do it on the 24th because I don't have a lot of money, power bill, all that, dealing with lights. Even though it's not a lot, I'm just going to put them up on the 24th. That way they're up for Christmas Eve, and that way they're up for Christmas. And I have a lot of Christmas lights, like, legit. Like, my porch looked like a fucking bright light threw up on it or something, like it was just, decorations everywhere. And it's not necessarily decorations as much as it is lights. Like, and, anyways, even that, like, I've talked in a previous video where I was talking about incest and my mom copying me and shit like that. That became the thing with my dad. Any decorations that I put outside or whatever, he'd go about getting them. And then there's a nativity set that was like $50 out at Kmart, and it was just Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus, little plastic, had a light up in it. Can you not get in there? The fucking door is cracked. Are you kidding me? Go lay down. You have walked past this. Just go. Just go. What do you want from me? Anyways, and I just washed my hands. Now I'm gonna have to wash them again. Whatever. You don't care, do you? No. Lay down. But anyways, so I seen it like whenever we first moved here, me and my kid or whatever, and I was like, ooh, I want that nativity set, and we looked at it, and like I really thought about it a lot of times, and I was like, I'm actually going to repaint it because I don't like the way that it looks. I was like, when I get the money and the time, Claire, lay down or get away. Thank you. But anyways, I was like, I don't have the money this year, like our first Christmas here, and I was like, I'll get it next year. So the second year rolled around, and I was like, I barely got the money for it. Well, the thing is me not having a vehicle, my parents have to be the ones to take me out to buy things. So my dad seen that I wanted it, so my dad put it on layaway, and my dad got it for me. But he got himself one too. Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? Is it not enough that we done share DNA? Is it not enough that I done kind of look like you more than I do mom? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't understand it. I don't get it. And then, this really infuriated me. You're talking pissed the fuck off. My cousin that I was closest to passed away. And by closest, it's not like we were close. I've never been close to anybody in my family. But we're so fucking close. I got a letter still that she sent me while she was in jail, and she's like, we don't have a family. She's like, it's just us. She's like, we're both in the same boat, if you will. She's like, we don't have a family, And I was like, I know. Like, fucking hell, man. But anyway, so me and her were tight as hell, if you will, to a degree on one hand. But then we wasn't. Like, we'd go years without seeing each other. But when we see each other, man, we have, like, good times most of the time. We hardly ever argued. We never got into a fight. Now, I shut her out for a while because of some shit with a comment made about my kid. Like, she would call or kind of every 6 months and try to talk to me, and I'd just ignore her, and be like, yeah, okay, And then when I finally forgave her, she's like, I understand why you stayed mad so long. That's your kid, this and that. But anyways, so dealing with her, she don't have a tombstone. She don't have, plaque. She don't have anything, where she's buried, and when she died. And everybody's like, oh, we're buying it. We're going to buy it. We're going to buy it. We're buying it. We're buying it. We're buying it. This and that. Here I am. I don't even have a vehicle to drive out to her damn grave and visit her when I want to. I've not been able to drive out and see anybody's grave when I want to. And then to look at my parents and go, drive me by a grave so I can visit the dead person. Then my parents are the dumbasses that are like, hey, that seems like that might be a good idea today. So on the days that they agree that it's a good idea, then they're out there with me. It's like, I want to be out there by myself. I want to grieve. I want to be left the fuck alone. And then I don't want to be left the fuck alone with you sitting in the car, And, like, it's like intimacy, and it's like if I did want somebody there, it would be like somebody that's like my significant other that's like, baby, are you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, just leave me alone. Let me sit, let me visit, whatever. I don't want my fucking parents there. I don't want them sitting in the car. I don't want them out there with me and being like, yeah, I remember when, and shit like that. And I've not even had that, and I'm 30 fucking years old, and it's driving me insane. All the fucking things that I thought I would get to do. I have a 12-year-old daughter. Never drove her to the fucking park. Do you know how insane that makes me feel? Like, You live in America where things are supposed to be normal, right? And you never get normal. You do normal. You do the normal. The normal is especially the listen to your parents at all costs. Your parents are right. Listen to your parents. Look where the fuck it's got me, and now they got my damn kid on top of it. And I'm just like, can I just fucking die yet? But anyways, so my cousin didn't have nothing marking her grave or whatever. Una, just go fucking lay down, man. She just ran into the table. I don't know. I guess they're picking up on my anxiety because Clarabelle walked by me like 90 times before I started the video. Even though it wasn't 90 times, it was 4. It was 4. Just, And now Una ran into the goddamn table and the cat with the litter box again every damn day. And I'm very irritable. And then on top of it, I had an ex hitting on me last night. And, it was like, at first it was all, let's hang out and talk and cuddle. Okay, fine, I can do that. I was like, but nothing else, because I'm in love with EJ. Like, I'm not going to kiss you. We're not going to have sex. We're not going to fuck. There's nothing going to come of it. We'll hang out. We'll talk. I can cuddle with you. I cuddle with my damn dog. That don't mean I fuck my dog. You get what I'm saying? And, I was like, sure, and, anyways, then, whenever I made it clear, because he kept playing mind games, which he's always done, I should have known, which I kind of did. He's been the same. And I've known him for 15 fucking years. Like, dude, seriously? Or 16 damn years. But anyways, dang on, he ended up wanting to fuck me, and I was just like, wow, really, this is what we've come to, And that's the thing, too, is what was it, 2 years ago, or a year? No, it's been about 2 years ago. I hit up this one dude because I was like, hell, I went so long without being in a relationship, I need a fuck buddy. So I was like, this is the only person I can think of that I would want to be a fuck buddy with that might even have enough common sense on how to be one. Because this other guy that last night don't have enough common sense how to be one, And it's like the typical, and I was like, so this dude might. And he didn't. They don't understand the concept of it. I guess they've all done too many fucking drugs around here, or because of the chemicals in the air, because of the plants that are around here. I don't know. They're fucking morons, okay? They want to fuck you, but they also want a relationship with you. But they don't want a relationship with you. They want you to love them. They want you to love them, care about them, baby them, be there for them, pay for shit for them, take care of their boo-boos and all that. But they just want to fuck you and leave you over there when they don't feel like messing with you. And hell, fuck, no, And that's what that guy couldn't take 2 years ago whenever I was like, maybe I should try to find me a fuck buddy. Maybe so-and-so was right that I worked with, because there's this one person I worked with, and she's like, you need to get laid and all this. I know this is very fucking appropriate to be talking about on Christmas Eve, but what the fuck ever. And, so I called him up. We had a STD discussion, a protection discussion, if I got pregnant discussion. So I thought everything was going good, and I was like, hey, okay. And then he did something he was testing me to see if I would care. I didn't care. Not like I didn't care mean, but I was just like, okay, to whatever he's, and I was just like, doesn't affect me, because if we're just going to have sex, then we're just going to have sex, and that's how it's going to affect us, and the only other way it's going to affect us is if there's STDs, or if I wind up getting pregnant and there's a kid involved. Other than that, you got problems, your family, I was just like, so it fell through, nothing happened. We didn't even get past phone calls, and we started arguing like a fucking couple because of what he was saying. And I was like, why am I arguing with you and I'm not even dating you? And I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, just don't contact me no more. Whatever. But anyways, and now I'm past that. Now I'm past ever thinking that I even want that anymore. That's typically the way that my life kind of goes. I want something, and when I want it right then, and I want it now. And then when I don't get it, I don't want it no more. I'm just like broken like that, I guess. I don't know. Fuck. But that's how I've survived. Jesus Christ, would my allergies stop for a damn second? Jesus. But, how did I even get into that topic? I don't even know. See, I'm like so scatterbrained. I'm so tired. And right now all I want to do is eat this candy bar that I bought yesterday. And I'm like, why ain't I eating it instead of making this video right now? But I don't know. I'm just making the video to get it out of the way. I am so sad. I am so sad right now. It's ridiculous. Like, okay, I forgot that part about my cousin not having a tombstone and all that, and I got sidetracked from that, but, shit! Could I just die? Can I sneeze my brains out? Oh my God. Bet I never sneezed 150 times in a row as a kid. Bet. Because I did. Bet my dad never sneezed 300 in a row when I was growing up. Bet he did. Oh my fucking God. Anyways. Please stop. Please, please, please. Now my ears are itching on the inside. Gotta calm down, because if I sneeze and cough again and keep coughing, I'm gonna end up almost throwing up because my nerves are shot. Oh, the tombstone. So my cousin didn't have one or whatever, and I felt really bad, and I was really getting pissed off, and she had done been gone like a year and a half, whatever, and I was like, that's fucking bullshit. Her kids fucking drive. Her kids fucking work. Her kids, they have no excuse. They make money, and they pay bills, I get it, but they have a car. And they would rather spend their money on their extra money on themselves and their curricular activities, I guess you'd say, than their extracurricular activities, if we will, than to get their mom a fucking tombstone, I don't have the money to do it. So I save up, what was it? I think it was $50, or it was like $32 or something like that. And luckily, there was a store right beside where I used to work, and it was a Kmart that was right beside where I used to work. And so whenever I'd get off work and my mom wouldn't come pick me up for 2 and 3 fucking hours after I'm off work, she was an asshole like that, I would just go to the store, the Kmart, and walk around. And I have a Kmart, card or whatever, so I would use it repetitively. That way I got the discounts, because hell, I was out there, at least 2-3 days out of the fucking week, walking around, waiting on my fucking ride. So anyways, I'm out there and I see this beautiful angel. And I'm like, that, and it's like it spoke to me, if you will, like, I mean, I shouldn't have seen it, is the best way to put it, because it was like down low, and it was like on one of those things that's like in the middle of the aisle, one of those little display sets or whatever, and it was down on the bottom, and like I was just pushing the buggy, and up above it was like something else that reminded me of my cousin, because I was like walking around, and it's like I do that. I pick up on coincidences and signals and signs and shit like that. And so I'm pushing the buggy, and I'm just, walking around. I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Misty. That's my cousin's name. And then I'm like, oh, so does this. And then I started to push away, and then I was like, because something told me to look back, and when I looked back, I looked down, and there was this statue of this angel, and I was like, oh my God. And when I looked at it, it was like a moment, if you will, and I was like, how much is that? And I was like, holy shit, I gotta come back and get that. So I went back a few days later, and I bought it. And I told my mom beforehand, I was like, hey, today, whenever you take me home, can you run me by Misty's grave? And she's like, yeah, I was like, oh, heavens have opened. My mom said yeah to taking me somewhere that I actually want to go. So I buy it. I tell her, well, I'm going to go in the store and I'm going to buy some stuff. And she's like, I'm going to come in too, or whatever. And so I bought it. And she's like, what are you buying that for? What are you going to, all nosy and shit. Like, damn, I don't have a car to drive by myself. If I did, I would, and I wouldn't have to deal with these stupid-ass questions. Shut the hell up, like, interrogation Nazi fucking narcissistic bitch, that has to know everything about my life, all the way down to what type of fucking underwear I'm wearing. Leave me the fuck alone. And so I'm just like, oh, I'm just getting it, for something. Like, I kind of left it blank. I was like, for something. And, like, I was excited, and I wanted it to be about me and Misty, and, like, a thing between me and her, and, like, I loved her enough to do that for her, and it was, like, just this thing, like, it was, like, me letting her know how much I missed her, and me letting her know that I still thought about her, even if she might have felt like nobody else did, And it was like, it was a thing. It was supposed to just be a thing between me and her, So I buy it, I get it. We ran out there, and I pop the trunk, and I get it out, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I bought it for Misty, And I take it, and I set it over on top of, the head of her grave, My mother, this bitch, this greedy, selfish, narcissistic, asshole bitch that is my mother, goes out and buys the same fucking angel for her mother's grave, for my granny's grave. It was not an original idea that she had in her fucking head to do that. She only got the idea when she seen me buy one to put on Misty's fucking grave. This is what this woman and my dad does to me. I cannot have an original idea to wipe my ass with. If I swear to God, if I decided I'm going to fold the toilet paper in triangles and wipe my ass that way, my mom's going to walk in one day and be like, why are you wiping your butt with triangular shaped paper? And I'm going to be like, because I want to. And I swear to God, within a week, she'll be doing it. And then within a few months, you'll go in and, like, my dad's not the cleanest when it comes to bathroom shit. And you're like, go in and there'll be, like, triangular shaped paper in the fucking toilet. And you're just like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Damn. Oh my God. But anyway, so my mom went out and bought one for my granny's grave, and when I found out, you might as well have broke my heart. Like, literally. Like, I was just like, damn. Can nothing just be for me in my situation? Like, damn, I can't drive my kid to the park. I can't drive my kid to school. Y'all don't care if I ever get my license. Y'all don't care if I ever had a job. Y'all don't care if I never have any friends. Y'all don't care if I don't go out. Y'all don't care if I have to sit here and pretend to be happy all the time with watching the same fucking movies on repeat and not even having a friend to fucking watch them with and only having my kid to watch them with. And then my kid's getting bored and angry and shit too, just as I'm getting bored and angry and shit. And I'm like, just hold tight. I'm trying to do everything by myself. Just hold tight and we'll get through it. And then I'm sitting here with a busted ankle. Y'all don't give a shit that I have a busted ankle. Y'all don't give a shit about me. Y'all don't give a flying fuck about me. And then you take my damn kid on top of it. And then you take custody over 2 days after Christmas last year. Are you fucking insane? And then you won't even answer the phone, and I'm sitting here thinking my daughter's dead, trying to get a hold of y'all between fucking Christmas and damn New Year's, and I send the cops over to go and get her because I wanted her back home on New Year's. I thought my daughter would have known that that's apparent because my daughter knows how I am about holidays. And I even told her when she went to go walk out, but she was stomping out, so she probably didn't hear me. I was like, I'll try to see, if you want to come back home, on New Year's. If not, you can wait until, I think they didn't go back to school until the 5th. And I was like, or you can wait and stay out until then or whatever. But I was like, or stay over there until then. And she walked out and slamming the door and left, because she was mad. So I don't even know if she heard me. And I was literally sitting here fixing to make hot chocolate and all kinds of shit. Cops show up and they're like, oh, your parents have taken temporary custody of your daughter and you're supposed to be at court not tomorrow but the next day in a different county. Can someone just shoot me? I don't even know why the fuck I'm alive. Everything is so hard. Everything is so hard. Literally, though, but that's what happened. She went out and she bought the same damn angel for my grandmother's grave, and you literally could have heard my heart break into a million pieces when we drove by, and she's like, oh, look up there. Oh, I got the same one for your granny. I mean, I literally just wanted to, grab the wheel and, I don't think Ava was in the car with us, and just make her wreck and make her damage her car and make us, we probably wouldn't have died because we wasn't going fast enough, but we would have had a decent wreck, and, I'm just so fucking mad at her, and I'm just like, God, can you not fix what is wrong with her brain for her to not understand that just because I do something doesn't mean she has to copy? I don't know. Maybe it's the ripple effect, and it's how much demonic control has over them. How much demonic control you allow to have over you is how many coincidences happen in your life. And then therefore I see coincidences, but they don't happen to me in a good favor way, where things line up perfectly. And then all these other people have shit where it just lines up. It lines up perfectly. Oh, they need extra money. They're walking down the road and there's a $10 bill that somebody lost, and there's nobody around to be like, hey, is this your money? Supposedly, and shit like that and everything. And then my dad, I think he thinks I'm a moron or an idiot. And one time after he realized that I don't like taking money from him, which I don't see how the hell he never got that message before, we're walking around fucking Walmart one damn day, and I'm like, Ava, I don't have the money for that to my kid, and I'm like $10 short, and we circle back around and everything, but see, it was dealing with my kid, though, buying something for my kid. Next thing you know, there's a $20 bill laying on the floor, and there was a guy that was standing nearby, so I picked it up, and I was like, hey, is this, and before I could get out yours, my dad just kind of was like, take it, use it, take it. So I know it had to have been him that dropped it, my dad dropping it or whatever, And I'm just like, you could have handed it to me. I would have took it for my kid. Like, I'm not going to let my pride get in the way when it comes to my kid. My kid needs something done. I get it taken care of. My kid needs to go to the doctor. I'm going to find a fucking way to get her to the doctor. Now, granted, she hasn't been to the fucking orthodontist in Chattanooga. That's covered by Medicaid. And she hasn't been to go have the cartilage test done, but she has to have a spinal tap done for that. And with the way she is and her emotional state and everything, and my emotional state, and having to watch that happen, and like I don't know if we can handle that right now, like we might still have to wait a few more years so we can handle that, but or at least past these first, kind of puberty type years with her, that way she's kind of settled into that, before she has that done. But anyways, dang on, I don't even know. But yeah, my mom ended up buying the same angel. And then the thing is too, is like the angel that I got for my cousin, I picked the best one out of the set of the statues, whenever I picked it up. And it had like a pinkish tint to it, I guess. And then whenever my mom took me, she's like, you want to drive by and see it later? Like the angel that was on my grandmother's grave that she bought. And I was like, I don't care, because you just fucked up. I don't care. I don't give a shit. And so she's like wanting to brag to me. So she takes me up there and she's like, yeah, look at it. Isn't it so pretty? I thought since Misty had one, and it was so pretty that I could get one for my mommy. And it's so pretty. And I'm just thinking, and like, if I allow anger to overtake, which I never do, and I've spoke on that, I never do. I did once when I was 15 or whatever, or 13 with my sister, and that's what I stated in the video a few days ago, where my mom kept me from, probably going to prison for an attempted murder or actual murder charge, because, anyways, I was very, very angry, and I had never allowed it to take control over me. And so I gave permission, because I was like, I'm done being nice. And I gave permission, if you will, to the demonic, if you want to. I gave permission. That's the reason I'm like, I got this shit, y'all. I got this shit with my depression. I got this shit because I never let it take full control. I always pull it back. And now I know what my weaknesses are. It's always other people. And I don't mean that in a way of it's other people, like, ooh, it's other people, But for as far as fighting, I don't think anybody could trigger me, in all honesty, because I'm not going to allow it. Or if they did, they would have to do some gruesome, horrible ass shit. That's the reason I'm like, if I'm, if I have to fight somebody, life or death situation, then yeah, I'm going to fight, But besides that, I'm not going to fight. So all these people that want to fight over petty shit, I'll defend myself if they come after me, but I'm not going to fight. And then that's like dealing with the whole suicide thing, and my suicide attempt being almost 6 years ago and shit like that with my husband and everything. He had control over the situation. He had wiggled his way into my life at that point in time to where my grandmother was on his side and was like, you need to answer and you need to talk to him. I was living with my grandmother, so my grandmother's the head of the household, so I'm supposed to listen to her. I'm supposed to do what she says. So I'm answering the goddamn phone. I'm fucking talking to him, even though I don't want to. Even though it's bad for my mental health. And I know it's bad for my mental health. But I have to. And so that's the reason I snapped, But other than that, I mean, it ain't nothing. Like, as long as I'm out on my own now, so there's nothing going to make me snap in any way, shape, or form, like dealing with that. Like, and it makes me mad that people don't understand that. They don't understand that psychological side of things and stuff. And I'm just like, surrounded by idiots, I'm surrounded by morons, and fuck and everything. But anyways, back to my mom. She takes me up to the grave. She's bragging. And then she's like, but I don't think my angel's as pretty as your angel. And I'm like, they're angels made out of concrete. Like, what the fuck? They're the same casting, same mold. And she's like, yeah, but yours has that pinkish hue to it and that tint, and mine don't. And the way it was like a whiny, like I'm supposed to go, oh, well, switch them if you want to. Switch them if you want to. It's all about you, Jeanette. Switch them if you want to. And yes, that's my mom's name. Like, no, I'm not going to say that. Like, you done fucking stepped on my toes with the whole goddamn situation, running out and buying the same fucking identical fucking shit. Like, no. This is the reason people die young. They say the good die young. The good die young because they've been put through hell. And the thing is like, y'all sit there and y'all brush it off. Y'all regular folk. Y'all are like, oh, they couldn't have been through that much. Oh, they couldn't have felt that way. Oh, they're just lying. Or you're just, I don't care. I'm more worried about me and myself and my own shit. But this is the reason good die young, is because God looks at them, sees all the stressful shit that people put them through, sees how they just take it. It's like, you're standing there with a baseball bat, and here comes a baseball flying every fucking time, and you swing. Even if you hit it, you swing. You're like a robot in that way. You're like, more shit. Or you got a shovel, and you're shoveling shit. More shit. More shit. More shit. Somebody lied to me. Shit. Somebody broke my heart. Shit. Somebody stole from me. Shit. Somebody did this to me. Shit. Somebody touched me. Shit. Somebody, was hateful towards me. Shit. I mean, you just keep going, and God sees that, and eventually he gets fed up, and he's like, you're coming home. I'm not letting you deal with any more abuse, But then even at that, the good that I've known that have died young, it's usually died young because of self-inflicted behaviors or ways and stuff. And so therefore, and that's what's happening, even now with me, and everything. I'm not dying because of self-inflicted behaviors for as far as drugs or sex or alcohol or any type of addiction or committing suicide or anything like that. But I am allowing people to treat me like shit. That's my self-inflicted behavior, like I'm just allowing people to treat me like shit constantly. And I'm just like, yep, more? Okay, that's nice. Good to know you. Good to meet you. Good to see you. That feels good. Not really, but okay, we'll pretend. That's nice. Yeah, I really like that. No, wait, actually I didn't. I think you're a shithead. But okay, whatever. Oh, you think I'm retarded? Okay. Oh, you think I'm stupid? Good. Oh, you think this? Well, I mean, it is what it is, like, you just reach a point where you're just like, fuck. You don't want to have to fight every step of the way. Like, if that's what life is having to fight with every step that you take, just to even get treated halfway decently because everybody is consumed by, like, monsters and evil and negative, I am ready to die. I am beyond ready to die. I've just had my fill. I'm just tired of shit. God, I'm so tired of shit. And then even like that, it's like I said that I was going to put a few lights out because of Christmas. And it's like cause and effect, and people don't realize and all that and everything. So I'm standing there and I'm walking my dog. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to at least put out this Mary and Joseph, and baby Jesus little set, the nativity scene that I got. I'm at least going to put it out. And then I'm like, fuck, I could actually hurry and probably throw up quite a bit of lights. And I'm like, I could do that. And I could have been doing that right now, even though it's only 30 minutes. But I could have been about halfway through, if I would have hurried and scrambled, and even if the lights ain't working, just been like, Because if they ain't working, I ain't sitting there changing fuses. Like, no, it's not that pivotal, important, or delicate of a situation or some shit. Like, it is when I was doing it for my kid, more so, and wanted everything to be as perfect as it could be and shit like that. But this is just like surface level shit. I'm just still carrying on my tradition of doing that. But I was like, I can do that. So I'm out walking my dog, and my neighbor next door has their window open, and I'm like just kind of standing there, and I'm like, it's funny to me that they never put up any Christmas lights, I don't think. And I thought they were about Christmas, and all that. But I'm like, none of my business. That's the thought in the back of my head. And then I noticed that I could see somebody in there, through the window. And I'm just like, oh. And, like, it just, I was just like, And it's like, it didn't make me angry. It didn't make me depressed. It didn't make me, but it put a feeling inside of me, and I was just like, fuck, I don't think I'm going to do anything. Fuck, I don't think I'm going to put anything up. Fuck, I don't want to put it, but I do. Like me, my tradition, I don't want my tradition to die out of me putting up Christmas lights ever since my daughter's been born. Like, I like that tradition about myself, so I want to go out here and I want to put up these at least little things. But at the same damn time, it's like, judgment, and it's like, you read the things where it's like, people are going to judge you anyway, so do what you want to do. I do that to a degree, and then I don't to a degree. Like, I try to keep it balanced. I do to halfway, or even less than halfway. I do what I want to do, but it's like 40-60. So 40% of the time, I kind of do what I want to do to a degree. I kind of, do. 60% of the time, I'm doing what everybody else wants me to do, because I'm trying to keep balance. And I would like to get up to 50-50, but fuck, every time I try to get that last 10 in, that's when shit just falls apart, and people are like, you hurt my feelings, or whatever. And it's not even you hurt my feelings, it's just they come and they try to buck up on me, get angry with me. And I'm like, dude, do you live 60% of your day for me? Do you live 60% of your life for me? Does 60% of your decisions involve me? Do you think about me? And then that's the thing too, is I thought, okay, if I hang up the lights or put them out or whatever, what if I was to be like, because that's superficial and that's shallow, and that's one thing that this woman watches my videos and I've talked to and everything. She's like, I believe that if somebody needs somebody, that they need them. If you see that somebody has a need, you hop up and you meet that need, you take care of it. And I thought, what is me putting out these Christmas lights going to do, other than to make me feel good? It's like, what's it going to do? Well, it might make somebody else feel good that drives by and see them, but is that going to make that other person have the same heart as me? Is that going to make them be less greedy in the ways that I'm less greedy in? Is that going to help a child over in Africa that's sitting there starving? Or if I plug up that light, because cause and effect and the bigger picture of it all, if I plug up that light, just the action of me inserting the plug, is a kid going to die of starvation over across the seas? Like, they're just, one light goes on, another light goes out, if you will, and I was just like, fuck. And I was like, now I don't even know if I can put up any lights, because it's not doing anything helpful for situations that I want to help. But then, say the person that died was going to be a bad person, if you will. And then who are you to make that judgment? And I don't know. Life is just very complicated unless you boil it down to the simple things. And then when you do that, then people are like, you're stupid because you use simple folk. You're retarded, and all this. And I mean, that's even like I was talking about incest in another video, because my grandparents on my mom's side was somehow related or whatever. I could boil it down to be like, it's normal. It happened. How do you think the world's population came to be? Like, do you know how many cousins probably slept with only God knows how many cousins before we got to the mass population that we are? So for everybody to be like, oh my God, incest, that's so disgusting and you're retarded because your incest is just a few generations and mine is like 1,000 generations. Is it, sweetheart? Have you done your research? Until you can prove to me that you've done your research and nobody in your family and you know all your cousins' names, and you know all your nieces and nephews' names and great aunts and great uncles and all your grandparents and great grandparents, and by the time, hell, like you get into what is it? Your parents, let's see, how many generations would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4. You get into the fourth, generation back, you talking about some major blow-ups of, damn, that's a lot of people, because your parents has 2 sides, then their parents has 2 sides, so there's 4, right? And then their parents has 2 sides, so there's 8, is that right? Let's see, your parents, so their mom and dad, and then their mom and dad, and then their moms and dads, 8, and then 16, and it multiplies. I mean, once you get to 16, can you imagine getting to 32? Damn. But anyways, you do your research and figure out how far back, and all that and everything. But I don't know. I'm just over shit. I'm over dealing with people. I'm over people's smart-ass mouths. I'm over everything. And I'm just in a really grumpy mood, I guess, and everything. And, I did not need, the 23rd is, the day that my daughter left home. I sent her over there to stay with them, to spend the night, to spend her vacation out of school with them, because we were arguing and we needed a break from each other. And I sent her over there. And my mom is a retard that takes things literal when she feels like it. So I said to her on the phone, I said, come pick up the daughter that you've always wanted. And that's another thing, too. I'm sitting here now, and I'm, so fucked up in my mind. I'm like, wait. My parents were trying to get pregnant right before I got pregnant with my daughter. Then when I was pregnant with my daughter, my mom tried to get me to give my kid to her and act like she was my little sister. Then my kid's dad, when we went and seen him in the prison, and my daughter was a newborn, and I tried to hand him my daughter, he wouldn't hold her. He wouldn't take her, he wouldn't hold her, or whatever. My mom, though, tried to hand my daughter to him, and he took her from, he took her from my mom. And that was so offensive, because I was just like, if you wasn't holding my kid right now, I would probably, and we weren't in a prison visitation room, and I just gave birth to her. I'm still bleeding like a stuffed hog. We had a picture that was made, and the guy that took the picture apparently had a problem with Adam because or he was high, or I don't know, because we all stood there smiling for 10 fucking minutes. We was like, when's he gonna snap the picture? And then he finally did after I got irritated. My hair was up, and I took my hair down, and I was just in the photo. First family photo, if you will, you motherfucker, who the fuck ever you are that took the goddamn photo. And I'm just I stood there for 10 fucking minutes, smiling, trying to be yay, kind of excited, that he's seeing our child. And you motherfucker, cause and effect. You motherfucker wanted to take 10 goddamn minutes to be a dickhead, to piss me off. And so the photo just looks like shit, in my opinion. And Adam even looks irritated in it, And even he was trying to smile at the beginning of the waiting to take the photo. But this dude didn't want a happy picture, of us, fucking, people. Makes me want to vomit right now. I'm so mad. Like, because I'm like cause and effect. And I'm like, if that guy would have took a photo with us smiling, maybe my daughter's whole entire life would have been better and different. Maybe that with her dad would have been different. And maybe when he looked at that photo of us, he wouldn't have looked at it and been like, because I even looked at it. And when you look at people that's not smiling in a photo, and they really actually are kind of happy. They're just kind of disappointed with things too, but they're mainly happy to see each other and everything like that. But you take a photo and they look miserable to see each other because you waited 10 goddamn minutes and they're irritated now when you took it, and they don't remember that all the time for themselves, and they're sitting there looking at the photo. But yet my mom can smile because my mom's just all about herself and her presence and her, pretty. But me and him look like two grumpy teenagers with a kid, like we're just like in the photo, but I look worse because I'm sitting there like, I'm the one taking care of her. I'm breastfeeding. My breasts are sore. They're swollen. I'm bleeding like a stuffed hog, and I got all kinds of shit going on in my mind, and then my dad's a pervert, and so trying to hide constantly breastfeeding her, make sure he's not going to walk in and try to sneak a peek of my titty, because he's perverted and shit. And then even my mom wanting to sneak in and see, and like, it's a boob, it goes in the mouth. Like, it makes me want to just pull my tit out right now and be like, ah! Like, makes me so fucking mad. But, anyways, I don't know. I've just been through hell. I don't even know how I got on topic of Adam and Ava being gone. That's what it was. Okay. That's my daughter's name. If it's first time video for you, but I'm just so low and depressed right now. It's ridiculous because of shit like that. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to go out here and put up this lights or not or what, because cause and effect in my mind, and I'm just like, yeah, and this and that, and then I'm trying to stay positive, and I can. That's the thing that annoys me, is it's like, I'm very good at pretending that I'm positive, and that's the damn thing, too, about this. Ooh, if you see this, you motherfucker. To say it to a girl, because I wrote you first, I did. I said, hey, you want to talk? Because you were online, and I was bored. That's all I wanted, was to talk. And you started talking about, oh, I'll cuddle you and this and that and all that shit and everything. And I was like, I don't care. And you're like, really? And of course, I don't care because you're just asking to cuddle. I know you. I know you're going to lead up to asking about sex. I'm hoping you're not going to ask about sex. But you want a confirmation that I'm going to fuck you before you even, and I'm just like, same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. Can I kill him? And it's like, no. And then it's like, fuck him. I don't even want, yeah, I like to cuddle, but in all honesty, I want to cuddle EJ. In all honesty, I want to kiss EJ. In all honesty, I want to be with EJ. In all honesty, I want to hold EJ's hand, I want to sit next to EJ. I want to cuddle up with EJ on the couch. I want to spend time with EJ in silence, in complete and total silence, and just chill, and hang out with her and get to know her more and stuff. And but then there's no sense in even trying to get to know her if she's, and then even at that, I got to thinking today, I was like, people are who they are from the first day that you meet them. Whatever judgment you have of them, of how they treat you, is how they're always going to treat you. And so EJ, if I look at the whole entirety of the way she treated me, she treated me really good though, but then she treated me really shitty. But if I had to sum it up, she's treated me shitty longer than she treated me good, so she's treated me shitty. And so it's just like, great. Another broken heart for me to walk around with for the rest of my fucking life. I'm so mad at myself. I literally wrote on my actual Facebook, I was like, I hate myself for loving you. I don't know how many times I've wrote that on my fucking Facebook. Because she makes me hate myself for loving her. Because she won't even talk to me. I'm getting sick now thinking about it. The thing is, though, too, is I'm hungry. I want to eat, but I don't. And then it's like I'm too fat, you know, and it's like I don't do anything. I'm sleeping and eating, and that's all that I'm doing, you know. And so I'm getting fatter. And it's like, but I can't work out, and I can't this, and my busted ankle, and want to, but what I want doesn't matter, you know. Life's hard. It's very hard. But I'm going to end this video here because it's 55 minutes, so it's just me rambling about other shit and everything. And I was going to get on here and, like, I have all these ideas of what I'm going to do, and then something will happen, and then I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and do my video now, and, like, I don't know, I'm just random. I'm just random as fuck with the way that I do my YouTube videos. But, I thought about, like, being like, Merry Christmas and all that and everything, and kind of, but I will do this. Merry Christmas and all good cheer. Happy holidays too. Peace on earth and goodwill toward men. I bring these tidings to you. But, I hope anybody that sees this, I hope, I hope your life ain't as shitty as mine, for starters, in all honesty. Because if it is, we need to get drunk together. Like, you will be my best friend. Like, come show up at my house, You can bring any type of alcohol. I don't give a shit. I personally would want some Smirnoff and some whiskey, and Smirnoff, like, any type of flavored drink that they got or whatever. But, yeah. But anyways, and the watermelon, flavored drinks, what is it, the watermelon Rita, like, because my friend's all about drinking those, one of my friends, and she'll drink any flavor practically of them, but I like the watermelon, like, it was really good. But, anyways, like, I don't even know. And then I haven't even drank in, 2 weeks? Like, because I don't want to go down that road, but at the same damn time, like, if I can find somebody to drink with and, like, that they're just as miserable as me, so nothing's gonna happen, Like, yeah. But, anyways, I hope your life is not as shitty as mine. I hope that you are doing good, I wish you the best. I wish you good health, I wish you good times with your family. And, again, I hope your life ain't as shitty as mine, And if it is, on an emotional stance, because, I'm not sitting here starving to death. I have a roof over my head, so I'm trying to be grateful for the good things that I do have. But, I really wish you the best, and I really hope that you're doing good. And anybody that sees this, like, I don't even have to know you, and I just hope that you're doing good, And, yeah, just keep pushing, if you're going through hard times. And if you need somebody to talk to, you can hit me up on my Facebook Messenger, and I'll chat with you there. Just type in my name and search for a picture of a girl that looks like me with her hair down. But, and I keep meaning to link it in the videos below, but I honestly don't give a shit. you know, because I'm just so tired and I'm going through so much and I'm mentally and emotionally exhausted. But, anyways, I wish you the best, and, you know, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and, you know, I hope that things get better for all of us as we go into the new year. And if you're suicidal, I don't even know what to say to that other than just try not to be, you know, and you can talk to me about it, because I get like that, you know, in my thought process, even though I don't follow through, you know, and like, but I know what it's like to feel shunned and shut out and treated like shit and just everything like that. But I wish you the best, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video, and so have a Merry Christmas.